Hi everyone, my name is Kapil Dev Gaur and today we will discuss about when to use interface and when to use abstract class. This is one of the very important question that is being asked every time in the interviews, and that is this concept is not only important for interview point of view, but it is also important if you want to write a good code. So, to understand this concept, first of all, I would like to tell you what is actually a abstract class and what is an interface. Because if you know the actual concept behind both of these, then you can easily understand the usage or the scenario that is required. So guys, my name is Kapil Dev Gaur. I am working in IT industry for around 5.5 years, and I am working on C#.NET, C# and .NET technology, Microsoft Track. So if you want to watch such more videos, you can go on YouTube and you can check the channel C# video tutorials. And today we will understand this concept, like when to use abstract class and when to use interface. So first of all, I would like to tell you what is a abstract class. So abstract class is a special kind of class that cannot be instantiated. So the question is, if we cannot instantiate a class, then why are we creating a class? So this is a feature of this abstract class, that you cannot instantiate it, but abstract class is the only class which you cannot instantiate, but you can inherit it. So when you inherit an abstract class, it enforces certain kind of contract, certain kind of structure on the driving class. So the child class gets some kind of implementation which is previously done in abstract class, and they can also override those methods, override those implementation which are left to be implemented by the child class. In the similar way, there is another concept called interface. Interface, a lot of people, this is asked whether an interface is a class or not. So let me tell you, interface is not a class. It is a, you can say it is an entity which is declared by the word interface. There is a keyword interface. So using that word, you declare an interface, an entity which is having no implementation, which is having the definition of methods in the body just as signatures, but no implementation. So basically in interface, we are just defining methods and their signatures, but not their implementation. The implementation is left for the class, the child class that is being implementing that particular interface. Then we just define some contract. The contract we define in the interface, like this method need to be implemented by the driving class, and then the drive class need to implement all those methods which are written in interface. Now, what is the advantage that we have got with the interface? So till abstract class As you would be aware that we cannot have multiple inheritance in object-oriented programming. A, a class cannot inherit multiple classes. It can inherit only one class at a level, right? But this problem was solved by interface. We can have multiple inheritance at a level using interface. We can have two interfaces which can be implemented at the same time by a particular class. So when we create an interface, we are basically creating a set of methods without an implementation that must be overridden by the implemented classes. The advantage is that it provides a way for a class to be part of two or more entities. One from inheritance hierarchy, like you can have an class driving a class and interface, so you can have that inheritance, as well as you can have another contract, another set of methods which are coming from an interface. So let's discuss. Now I think you are clear with the concept of abstract class and interface. Now I will tell you some features that we get out of both of these things. So when I talk about the default implementation in both of these, an abstract class can provide complete default code or just the details that need to be overridden. So in abstract class you can have some constants, right? You can have a constructor actually, okay? You can have a constructor actually. You can give some default properties, some default implementation of methods, and you can leave some method as abstract which need to be overridden in the derived class. So, but when we talk about implementation in interface, there is no implementation. We cannot provide any implementation in the interface. We can just have the signatures. So, as we discussed earlier, in the basis of multiple inheritance, a class cannot inherit more than one class at a level. But when it comes to interfaces, a class can have, multiple interfaces at a level. When I talk about the modifiers that are used in both of these entities, in abstract class, you see you can have modifiers the way you want, but in interface, by default, everything is assumed public. All the functions, properties, etc., all are public by nature. Yeah, one more thing. When it comes to the homogeneity, in interface, if various implementation only share methods and signature, then it is better to use interface. So for example, this is the use case where we need to understand like when to use interface and when to use class. So an abstract class, if it is having an abstract class, I'm talking about an abstract class, if it is having only the methods, no properties, and all the methods are, we are setting, we are just writing as signatures only, right? We are not giving implementations, we are putting them everything to be overridden in the derived classes, then an abstract class is acting as an interface only. So we need to first think of the scenario, like if we need to just have a contract having only the methods, then we should go for interface. But if we have some default properties that need to be set in the derived classes, some default hierarchy that the derived class need to follow, and we have a functionality like some of the methods will be by default implemented and only some of them will need to be overridden, then in that case we need to go for abstract class. Because in interface you cannot have any implementation. So if you are going to give some you can give some something like some default implementation, then go for abstract class only. When it comes to sometimes this question is also asked in interview, like we need to add some more functions later on, right? So what should we choose? So in interface, when it is the case of interface, you cannot add new methods. Basically you can add, but the process is little bit complex because it will invite you to change the code in all the implementations. So for example, if you are adding a method A, right, then wherever this interface has been implemented, you will have to go on each places and you will have to change, you will have to give this method the implementation, because in interface you cannot give the implementation, right? And if you have written a method, then it should definitely be implemented somewhere, or for that is why it becomes little complex, because you will have to go to each class wherever it is being implemented, you will have to implement that new method. But in case of abstract class, it is little bit easy. So why it is easy? Because abstract class allows us to add a new method having a default implementation. So there is no need, right? There is no compulsion, actually, I would say, to go to the child classes, right, to add the new implementation of this new method. So by using and by knowing these scenarios, it, it gives us a choice like when to use class, abstract class, and when to use interface. So I hope this would have definitely given you an idea, a concrete idea when to use abstract class, when to use interface. Then also if there is any question, you can comment it below and I will try to answer it. Thank you so much, and keep learning. We are in the domain of learning and implementing and bringing innovations. So definitely learn new things, share with me, share with all. And this is Kapil Dev Gaur. Thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe to Shisar video tutorials, guys, for the future videos. As soon as I upload, that will be with you. So do subscribe over there. Thank you so much.